and let there be 3. Christina, you ready to do a third game here? Matt Coulter along with Christina Chambers. How are you feeling? I feel I'm pretty fresh. I don't know how fresh they are. They've already played a game, but I'm ready to go. I know you are.
I am too. Coin toss happening now between Hueytown and Northridge, both of them winning their first games. So this should be a pretty even matchup right here. We'll see what both these teams can do. Northridge coming off of just a win over Minor just a few minutes ago. Hueytown beating Minor in game 1, 46-12. So this is a matchup you kind of are excited for, Matt, just because they seem to be evenly matched and have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. And so we'll see what they can do here.
Yeah, and, to be honest with you, as broadcasters and as crews and fans, you like a tight game. And also, to be very honest with you, the first ones were not. So, and based on the scoring, these two teams could get into the 40s, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, easily. And, we want to go over the mercy roll of what happened in game 1 and 2 because we're just now getting word of the points. So if one team leads by 34 or more points at any time during the fourth quarter, the game will conclude immediately. And that's what you saw in Northridge and Minor. That score 55-18 in the fourth, and that's when the game ended. And then in Hueytown and Minor, 46-12, that 34-point difference, and that's what ended it there. So a little bit of clarification there as we got a little confused and were told different things, but that is according to the HSAA rules, 34 points or more. And here we are with game 3, getting ready for this matchup. Hueytown and Northridge. Northridge will have the ball first.
I'm glad you clarified it, but I hope we don't have to mention it again.
I do too. I hope it's a close game.
It's a close game all the way down to the end of the fourth quarter. And we have more crowds. And Northridge is cranked up on the far sideline. They'll remain with their starting quarterback, who was excellent in game 1. Lana Cornish at quarterback. She's the senior. There you got Hueytown. They're cranked up. There's Hueytown's Madison Woolen, their linebacker, who played excellent as well. There's the end around. Coming to this sideline. Boy, what a nice defensive play is that. Well, that's checked up. That's on Adriana Daly.
Adriana Daly getting that pull there. Good defensive stop there for Hueytown to open up this first quarter.
0-0. We are just opening up here at Hueytown. They're in purple, Northridge in white with the light blue numerals. Cornish wants to throw. Bullet across the middle. That is complete to Lee. That's a pickup of about a dozen.
And we called her name a lot in the previous game. She had 5 touchdowns, including 2 pick-6. So she's the type of player that's all over the field, and you'll see her a lot everywhere.
You'll also hear us talk about Richie a lot, wearing jersey number 7. She's very active on both sides of the football. Aaron's in to block. Missed flag there. Dumps it off across the middle. Ball is dropped, but I believe that's after the flag was pulled. As the receivers, Sydney McGay, the center, caught the ball.
You're hearing a lot of cheers on the Hueytown sideline, and that's what we had kind of talked about. Will Hueytown, how will they regroup, refocus, and bring that energy into this game? And so far they're doing it here on defense.
Yeah, they had an hour off, and sometimes that's a good thing. You don't know, and sometimes, you get rusty. We'll see. Cornish rolls a little bit, throws back to her left. That pass is intercepted. That's picked off by Adriana Daly, her second big defensive play of this football game.
What a big play by there. Cornish throws, and Daly there picks it off. Wide open for the interception to give Hueytown a chance on offense.
That's a big burst for them early in this game. Just a couple of minutes into the first quarter. And Hueytown back. Wants to pass, wants to throw deep, coming back to get the football and then dropping it.
Natalia Matthews.
She doesn't do that.
You can tell she wanted to have that one back. She's a little disappointed in that one, but she had it and just couldn't hold on to it.
Chloe Kennedy is in at quarterback, as she was in the first game. Takes the snap, rolls a little right, looks back left. Now she's just going to launch over the middle. That pass is complete to Matthews. She grabs that one for a nice game.
Both these teams playing pretty fast here on offense. A little up-tempo for them. Motion,
handoff, trying to cut back. Boy, flag pulled nicely by Lee. Surprise there, but calling her name again. McCarroll there in the middle of your screen's the center. And remember, they're all eligible. Fourth down. Rolling, Kennedy throws, pass. I believe it's a tip, but it fell incomplete nonetheless.
Looked like a little misdirection there. The play hadn't unfolded yet. Arkia Johnson looks like she didn't turn around, didn't really know where the ball was there, and it was tipped.
So, turnover on downs. Lady Jags will have the football. Cornish, two running backs. Fakes to one. Cornish then pitches. Flag pulled. Nice little first down game. You see in there on the plays. Daly again, playing a lot of defense. Ball carrier was, well, I want to say McGahee, but did she come back from her center position? Don't know. One running back, flanking Cornish to the right. Good snap, wants to throw, does. Falls incomplete, intended for Lee. 5:15 counting here in the first quarter. No score. In the two other games, both teams had already put a touchdown up.
You were looking at head coach Trenton Ray of Hueytown in his second year.
Aaron to block. Cornish throws. That is complete to McGahee. She'll get a few for the pull.
You know, we talk about Cornish, and coach says that she's actually going to play New York in the spring game. In the spring, she's going to play girls flag football in New York. And, you know, that's why she's just been a huge student of the game, and that's why you see her on the University of Alabama band practice field when she's not at practice or at school. She's just continuing to work on her craft, and it shows that she's going to play in that game in the spring.
Looked like we booted away there. We had a punt. So Minor will have the football. Pretty deep in their own territory. Yeah, the line of scrimmage will be at the 30 according to the field. It's the 20 since the field is 20 yards shorter. Back to pass. It is intercepted. That is intercepted by Olds, who throws into the end zone for the touchdown. Kennedy was picked off. Olds took it in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
She kind of lofts that one up there into traffic, and Olds is there.
Missed the flag. I thought she got it for a little dance. Well, they didn't score. There was a flag pull there. Here goes Lee. Jukes at the 10, just inside the pylon. Now it's a touchdown for Northridge. Just to go back real quickly, looked like a touchdown on a pick six, but the flag was pulled, but immediately the Jaguars go into the end zone.
Yep, sets up that play with Lee there, getting it done with her legs, her agility for the touchdown to get on the board first.
See where they line the ball up, so we'll know they'll be going for one. Cornish remains in at quarterback, the senior. There's motion. Fake one way, not back the other. Flag is down. Well, not the first time, the second time, but the third down. Now we do have not a tackle flag down, but a penalty flag down. There you see it. So that's against Minor, and they'll move the ball down to, it looks like inside the 1 yard line. Northridge still going for one. Keeper now lofting into the back of the end zone, and Darnell just couldn't come up with it.
Kind of bobbled that catch there. She probably wishes she had that one back at the end zone.
At Cornish probably wish she took it just a little bit more off of it. All right. So points on the board for Northridge. Nothing on the conversion, but 6 on the touchdown. 6-0 over Hueytown. But there you see 2:59 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Hey, I want to remind everybody we got volleyball. First of all, Friday night we got football. Then we got volleyball. You turn around Saturday morning right here on Jeffco Ed TV. The varsity tournament right here on Jeffco Ed TV. There's a play. Right side, flag pulled. Our coverage, by the way, starts Saturday 9 a.m.
That play right there to Chloe Jones, who couldn't hold on, or held on to it, but her flag was pulled as she tried to turn upfield.
Second down. Kennedy dishes off. That's Matthews. She'll slide for a couple. There's Kennedy, sophomore quarterback for the Lady Gophers. Wrapping it back around. But she will go to a wideout position. And they're going to throw it on the run. Going deep. Pass is incomplete. That was intended for Alyssa Bunkley, the junior. It falls incomplete.
Matthews there with the direct snap, and she was rushed and threw it quickly to get it out of her hands, and play just did not form to how she wanted to. But again, credit to Northridge defense. That's what they're going to do every time. They're going to put pressure and try to fluster the quarterback to throw quickly, get it out of their hands before a play can mature.
Credit to both defenses. We've seen punts in this game, and that's not often in girls flag football. Punt, line drive. That is fielded by Lee. Lee's on the run, avoiding the flag rules. Not before she gets about 15, 20 yards on the return. There's your flag back. With all respect to all of the players, the deuce is loose for Northridge. She can do it all.
6 touchdowns so far for her in between their first and second games so far.
And again, she's just a sophomore. Cornish claps the snap. Throws. That pass, boy, what a beautiful pass. That is complete. Who else? It's Lee on the receiving end. We get our replay up. I just want to show you how accurate Cornish was on that underneath crossing route.
She's going to stand, throw wide open on the run. Lee make a little move, but her flag is pulled there. If that wouldn't have she would have been gone with her speed into that end zone.
So it'll be first down at the 12-yard line. Northridge leading 6-0, knocking on the door. They give it inside Lee, flag pulled. Really good defense there by Amaya Davis. She caught that one in the backfield. We may get another play in. I doubt it before the end of the first quarter. We'll see. Cornish slaps. Throws. That pass is complete to Darnell. Darnell. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter, I believe. Let's double check. That's it. Northridge is up 6-0 after the first quarter play here on Jeff Coed TV.
Hello, Jeff Coed family. I'm Dr. Beth Miller, Director of Child Nutrition. This school year, we are thrilled to offer free breakfast and lunch at no cost to all students enrolled in in-person learning. As a community eligibility provision district, we encourage all families to take advantage of this opportunity. Our child nutrition program is devoted to providing healthy and nutritious meals to help fuel our students for a day of learning and growth. From crispy Crispitos to fruits and vegetables, it will all be available for free. If a student would like an extra item, those may be purchased. Again, we encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity so we can continue to provide in future years.
Hey, we're back in Hueytown in white. There you see Northridge. They're leading 6-0 and threatening to score once again over Hueytown, homestanding in our third game of our round-robin tournament. It's been a lot of fun. Cornish back to pass. She tosses, pass is tipped and incomplete. In their hand on the football was Lee, Makina Lee.
You'll notice the 10 minutes on the game clock. We want to point out that both coaches agreed to the 10-minute per quarter instead of your normal 12 minutes. It is something that they both agreed on here in this third round robin game.
Well, with 3 games, you can certainly understand. Cornish under pressure, eludes, and throws incomplete. Actually, was she down before she threw it? I guess either way, it's going to be Hueytown's football. I guess it just depends on where the line of scrimmage is. All right. Hueytown with the football.
Look at players doing push-ups, trying to get pumped up, ready to go in.
I guess so. Long pass. Incomplete. Along the north side boundary. Northridge. That's a good look at Natalia Matthews. She checks her wrist and takes the snap. Rolls right, runs left, stops, throws. Oh, in and out of the hands of Ingram. And she had some yardage in front of her.
Wide open there for Christina Ingram. Just couldn't hold on to it there as the ball drops. But Natalia Matthews making a play, wide open, just couldn't hold on to it.
She remains in at quarterback. Oh, bad snap. That's a fumble. It'll be spotted back at the 2-yard line. Looks like the 12, but you see the pylon, that's the goal line. That's a rough one for Hueytown. Center McCarroll. All right, they're going to punt. I believe that's Matthews punting. Bounces and fielded at the 25. Coming towards you is Lee. Oh, nice tackle. Nice tackle made by Ingram. So, dropped the pass, made a good play on defense. 8:28 and counting. This is nothing like the first two games. I mean, nothing. By this time in the first two games, there had been 5 or 6 touchdowns, right?
And interceptions between the two teams. So, you know, we kind of knew kind of watching the first two games that these teams would be more evenly matched and similar styles of play. So we'll see what Northridge does on offense here as they lead at 6-0.
They got a short field too. Cornish back to pass, looks left flat. That pass is complete, and Lee is tackled after a pickup of about 4.
Madison Woolen there.
She's a player.
She sure is. A senior, plays with a lot of passion and is going to give every single ounce of effort into every play that she plays.
There's a look at Cornish. 2-back set. They protect. Rushes on, and she is sacked for an 8-yard loss. Big play by Hueytown's D.
Amelia Moraz there.
Nice play.
Big play there.
She's just a 9th grader. There you could hear Cornish, I guess in reference to the play call. She said, I have one. Senior taking command. Also takes the snap. She throws. That pass is tipped and then almost caught by Northridge.
That was Jemiah Banks there trying to catch the tip ball and just can't hang on to it. The tip from her teammate, actually, and just can't hang on to it.
So, bring up 4th down. Not going to punt, obviously, but try and move the football here. Clap, you hear it. Going deep as you would expect. That pass is tipped. It was intended for Darnell. Fell incomplete. Their defending was McKenna Lee. And Hueytown get the football. He looks a little banged up. That's Ingram.
We'll see what Hueytown can do now on offense. Try to move the ball down the field and try to tie this one up, Matt.
Line of scrimmage. 23. And there's the snap to Matthews. She rolls right under pressure. She throws back to her center and no gain. May have even lost a little bit. Pass back to McCarroll. She will put the waistband with the flags back on. Matthews pitches. She pitches it back. No gain. Cutting forward is Davis. Maybe her first carry. I got to catch a number 9. Is that Jones? Jones,
Chloe
9, the
Jones.
freshman. Yep.
You know, when you see her in the backfield, you know that they're going to try to utilize her speed if they can get her the ball.
Matthews on the run. Chunks long. Incomplete. That pass was intended for Shania Swales. She's a little upset with herself. She had open receiver. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Amazing. Hueytown with the ball, trailing 6. They are now in punt formation. Matthews will boot it away, and first we have a flag. from the side judge here. We'll check that. Yeah, it's against Minor. That'll cost them 5. With the snap is McCarroll. She does it from the side, and here's the punt. Kind of off the side of the foot. Let's see if she gets a bounce. No, she does not get a Hueytown bounce. In fact, went 5 yards back the other way. And Northridge will have the football once again in good field position, but they did last possession and couldn't make good. Matthews. Hadn't seen Kennedy in the last couple of possessions.
We have not. Quarterback Chloe Kennedy is sophomore for Hueytown. Was not in on that last possession.
No. 34 yards away, pass underneath, underthrown. Lee manages to pick the ball up the carpet and pick up 3 or 4 more. So it'll be second down. They need about 14. 2 running backs. Cornish wants to throw. Far sideline, overthrew her intended receiver.
Hueytown bringing the pressure on that play. Trying to rattle Cornish. She threw it too quickly and the play just couldn't develop in time when she released the ball. But kudos to Hueytown putting some pressure on her.
Had a lot of offense in the first 2. This has been defense. Cornish, blitz on, bails out. Now she's on the run. Flag not pulled until she gets down to the 22-yard line. Hueytown defense fired up.
Cornish trying to do something with her legs, trying to keep the play going, and her flag is finally pulled.
You know, there's a real art to that. Pulling the flag. I mean, you got to get an angle, you got to twist, you got to make sure you can catch eyesight of the actual flag, and then you have to go through the physical act of pulling it.
And you've seen that in the first 2 games, players weaving in and out, and you think it would be easy just to pull the flag right there, but if you're in the wrong position as they're coming around, and they move quick, these players, these athletes, they're fast. So if you're not quick to pull, and this is something both these teams practice every day, pulling flags. So it's something you practice,
Major.
but it's very hard.
Yeah, harder than it looks. Major infraction against the Lady Jags. They're now back at midfield. Hornish is sacked. A loss of 5. On the play was Davis.
Maya Davis, just a sophomore. She also plays running back. Coach says that, you know, she's smaller, but she can fly. And you saw her fly to get that flag just there.
Well, it looks like Northridge would come in 4th down. They're going to punt. That's a good line drive punt. It's bobbled, so that's a fumble. And line of scrimmage will be at about the 15, 16-yard line. Running inside of 3 minutes here in the first half. 6-0.
A defensive battle at that, Matt, and, you know, that's what you want to put to see. And, you know, Hueytown's in the stands watching Northridge and Minor play, so they're both making, vice versa, so you know they're both making adjustments to what they need to for this game, and so far it's been all defense.
Kennedy back in. She's launching deep, and that pass is intercepted by the Jaguars just inside on the other side of the 50 at the 48-yard line.
Dallas Ritchie coming away with that one. Kennedy in, launches it downfield. Ritchie just turns around, cradles it, goes to the ground. Northridge ball.
Really smart play. Just catch the football and grasp it and cradle it. And that is exactly what Richie did. Another player for Northridge we call often. Cornish gathers a high snap, pitches it back, fumble. That'll be a loss of about 6. Now, didn't it seem like Northridge was just down here about 15 yards away from a touchdown? They have put it in reverse and floored it. Under 2 to go here. That changes up the stoppage in play. Richie carries out close to midfield. She went down hard.
There's a flag on the play on this one.
Oh, that's a major penalty. This one against Hueytown. That's a personal foul.
For that, you're not allowed to tackle. And you saw Richie go down on that one. Looked like her legs got tangled up with the defender there and as she went down.
Let's see where the line of scrimmage is. Hey, that's a spot of foul. No, not quite. But the ball is moved down to the 27-yard line. Cornish will again accept the snap. Quick inside handoff, that's Lee. Good pickup there by Woolen. She'll flag her down after a pickup of about 6, 7 yards on the game.
And you talk about just initial speed right out of the gate, Matt. She gets the ball and just scoots forward and is very quick. Woolen there to pull her flag.
Only about 4 on the pickup. She's a linebacker, goes sideline to sideline. Cornish fakes it quickly, gets it out to Richie, and another great defensive play by Hueytown's Woolen. Boy, she is a read and react linebacker.
She's kind of, coach describes her as kind of the glue to the defense, really holds everyone accountable and gets everyone set and in place, and she's really been a difference maker so far.
I believe we've got another personal foul against Hueytown, and that'll march the ball all the way down to the Gophers' 11-yard line. Cornish. Good snap. Throws the fade incomplete. That was intended for Banks again. There's Cornish. With the exception of a few snaps for special play, she has gone the distance in both games.
She's been really calm and poised every snap. And that goes with maturity. She's a senior. She's played in New York in the spring and
throws into the end zone. Lee makes a bobbling catch and gets her feet down in the back. And there is Lee. I'll ask you, Ms. Chambers, is that number 7 as far as touchdowns?
It sure is. Cornish hits Lee. She bobbles it but goes down for the touchdown. That is her 7th touchdown of the night between the first and second game here.
Good sideline shot. Conversion. That's Richie. She gets in for the 1-point conversion. So that'll make it 13-0 with 41 seconds left here in the half. That time they took advantage of the good field position, even though they backed themselves up at one time into their own territory. There's a look at Coach Ware, who's in for Coach Bryant. He's doing a fine job in his absence at home with child. Up, back to action. Slinging it deep.
Lee there looked like she was trying to come up with the interception, but just couldn't hang on to it there.
Kennedy back in.
She was. Yep. Chloe Kennedy back in at quarterback.
Previous snaps as well. Her center is McCarroll. There's the throwback to this sideline. Matthews cuts back. She's got speed. She slashes. Makes a couple miss, but finally she is tackled, using the word lightly, after a pickup of about 14. 17 seconds left. Hueytown called timeout.
Trying to get some points on the board before halftime. Hueytown just trying to find some momentum, Matt, just trying to sustain drives and get down the field.
You saw Birch and Kennedy kind of talking it up. Quarterback, wide receiver.
Looking at head coach Trenton Ray, who's in his second year. And we learned tonight that he also is a big golfer and qualified for the state AM and tied for 26th.
Really? Gee, he's a really good golfer. He's wearing a baseball shirt, so he's just covering all the bases, literally and figuratively.
He never played football, but played baseball and basketball when he was younger, and so football he's always been a fan of. So when he was approached with the opportunity to coach, he said, hey, I'll give it a try.
There's the throwback, little flea flicker. Matthews launches it deep. That pass is picked off by Lee. My goodness. Jaya Lee again makes another big play for the Jaguars.
She's having a spectacular night here tonight between both these games.
Kennedy pitched it back to Matthews, and she threw it, honestly, a little wobbly. I get the feeling you can't throw it anywhere near Lee. Another interception. So, Northridge with 6 seconds left here in the first half. I imagine they'll just let Cornish throw it deep. She stops. She's just going to take the snap. Good move. Smart play by Cornish, the senior. And that will wrap up the first half of play. Northridge in a totally different style game that we had in 1 and 2. And game 3 is different as the Lady Jags lead it 13-0 here on Jeff Coed TV.
Welcome. We are Hueytown High. Every day is a great day of beer, Golden Gopher. We are Jeff Coed Strong.
Introducing the brand new app for Jefferson County Schools. It's everything Jefferson County Schools in your pocket. This is the home screen. Tap the 3 horizontal lines in the bottom left to see all the menu items. To turn on push notifications, tap Settings, select Notification Preferences, and allow notifications. Tap Subscriptions to subscribe to your school. The Events section shows a list of events throughout the school. You can use this button to add an event to your calendar, or tap here to share the event with friends and family. The feed is where you'll find updates from administration about what's going on throughout the school, whether that's celebrating a student success or reminding you about an upcoming deadline. Search Jefferson County Schools Alabama in the App Store or Play Store to explore the app for yourself. It's everything Jefferson County Schools in your pocket.
Hello, Jeff Coed family. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you to the teachers of Jefferson County Schools. I appreciate everything that you do and how the commitment and dedication that you give every day that you come to service our children and to service our families. Thank you for your compassion. Thank you for your relationships that you have formed with our children. And thank you for ensuring that our children are achieving and learning. You are our boots on the ground, and without you, we would not be as successful as we are. And just know that you're loved and you're appreciated by not only your students, your coworkers, the families you serve, but by me. Thank you for everything that you do.
We are Minor High School, where every day we set the standard through the Minor way. At Minor High School, we are Jeff Coed Strong.
Back on Jeff Coed TV, the third of a round-robin tournament here at Hueytown High School. And at the half, Hueytown playing in their second. They won the opener. They're playing in their second game, which is the third game. I'll get this all explained in a minute, Christina. And they're taking on Northridge, who won their opener in the second game. So now these two teams are playing a defensive smash-mouth football game, as it's just 13-0 at the half. At the half of both the other games, I think we'd probably already had 8 touchdowns each for each game.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, the standout has been obviously both these defenses here, but for Northridge, it's Jaya Lee who scored the first touchdown and also the second touchdown here from throws from Alana Cornish, the senior quarterback. So a couple interceptions for Northridge, and they have the 13-0 lead here as we begin the third quarter.
You see the scoreboard clock is set at 10 as we get ready for the third quarter of play. Hueytown put up, what, 46 in the first game?
They sure did, 46-12 over Minor. But so far, again, we talk about the defensive battle. So far, their offense just can't seem to get anything going. But credit to Northridge's defense as well. So they will get the ball first.
But we're going to run to the other end of the field first.
Exactly. So we'll see if Hueytown can start off with a little bit of a spark. And again, the clock, you'll notice, is 10 minutes, and both coaches agreed to that. This is each team's second game, and so you know the fatigue is there, and so you're getting in reps against a good team. Both these teams are in different regions. Northridge is in Region 4, and Hueytown is in Region 6. So good reps against both these teams are pretty solid. So we'll see what they can do here on offense to start the second half.
Birch snaps to Matthews, who throws over the middle to guess who? Birch.
We saw that connection a lot in their first game. Haven't really seen it much.
Not so much in the first and second quarter, you're right.
So we'll see. Maybe that'll be the difference maker for them to get something going.
Yeah, we got a stoppage in play. figure this out. Might have just snapped it too quick. There's back to Matthews. Rolls to the right. Boy, she just slings it long. Oh, wide open. Not necessarily wide open, but open was Jones, the freshman. There's no other way to put it. She dropped it.
Yeah, that would have been a beautiful play there. Jones just trying to catch and turn with her body downfield and just can't hang on to it.
Take another look at it.
Yeah, she had it. It just slips through her fingers as she turns.
Now back to pass. Matthews throws a line drive in the middle. Now that is caught. And a nice reception by Savannah Moore. She had to go down and get that. That was an excellent catch.
Was in the middle of some traffic too, so a bold throw by Matthews, but Moore completes it as they move downfield.
All right. Birch to Matthews. Matthews one way, then the other, and she's going to throw it about as far as she can, and that pass is incomplete, but we got a flag.
Looks like pass interference there.
Dallas Ritchie. She's got it coming over the back, wasn't she?
Take another look at that. Matthews kind of scrambles. She's going to let this one go. A high ball. They jump up, but Ritchie, like you mentioned, Matt, just over the back, and they were going to get a call on that.
Well, and it was right in front of the official. So, good call all the way around. There's Matthews, rolling right. Now she's going to keep it. Weaves around, down inside at the 20. She's out of bounds.
What a smart decision by Matthews to hold on to that one.
Agreed.
And just weave in and out of defense and take a chance. You never know about when your flag's going to get pulled, but just keep making moves and keep moving downfield.
I'm real interested in the way Trent Ray, head coach of Hueytown, uses these two quarterbacks. I mean, it appears to me like she'll go Matthews for 2 series and then Kennedy for 2 series.
Yeah, and that's one thing. He said we're still evaluating at that position. So let me see who's going to take charge of the offense and lead them down the field and have more accuracy doing it.
Matthews turns, throws, end zone, touchdown, Hueytown. The Lady Golden Gophers are on the board as Matthews hits Savannah Moore.
Yeah, she's going to scramble here, throws a rocket to Savannah Moore, who catches it in the end zone for the touchdown.
And let's see what conversion they will attempt. This will be a one-pointer. And McCarroll is in the backfield, but Matthews is going to stop, drop, throw, drop. Intended receiver was Davis. She could not come up with it. So 13-6. Northridge leads Hueytown, 7:46 remaining in the third quarter.
But this is exactly what you want to see, Matt. When you're down 13-0, you're trying to do anything on offense to just move the ball down the field. And Hueytown did that. They come out here and open the third quarter, the second possession, and just move it downfield. You know, Matthews gave him that spark with that big run. So good to cut the lead down as Northridge takes over.
Cornish, heavy pressure, was looking for Lee, but it fell short. And I think they were lucky that it worked out that way all around. It wasn't a sack, and ball fell short and incomplete, so it'll be second down for the Jaguars. Coming up on 7:15 left in the third quarter. Low-scoring affair in girls flag football. Lee on the inside handoff. She's breaking outside. Makes several miss, but not Ingram.
Her agility, Matt, is the way she moves in between defenders. She sees them coming. She's very shifty. She'll shift left and right, and she makes you miss when you're trying to pull your flag. So credit to her and her speed and agility on the field when she has the ball. In
the middle of your screen and the middle of the two running backs. That's Hornish. She may option, and she does. Pitches with both hands. There's Lee. She's on the run, but pulled down just shy of midfield, and we've got a flag. Lee close to first down yardage here. Well, not sure what the call is, although they'll say it's second down as she did not reach the marker. But the flag is going to go against the Lady Jaguars. And that's going to back them up from midfield close to the 25-yard line. Not sure what the call is, just be totally honest with you. But it was a hefty one as far as penalties are concerned. Boy, there is some major contact and a flag, but I'm not sure who initiated. Kenneth Smith, our executive producer here, just told me that the call was protecting the flag, which you cannot do on Northridge, and that's a big penalty. And now we're going to see how it sorts out here with the collision. Let's get another look. Now,
see her arm kind of holding that there. Yeah, you're not supposed to have your jersey, any interference with your flag, or they will call it.
And they did, the penalty marker. Cornish wants to throw in and out of the hands of Lee, and she is frustrated, although that would have been one dandy catch.
Yes, it would have. Again, she's been all over this field here today, kind of doing it all. Just a sophomore.
Best player out here, in my opinion. And there are a lot of good ones. Let me just preface, footnote it there.
And she still has 2 more years after this year.
Cornish claps up, offsides minor. Hueytown. I think that's what they were trying to do. Sure, if or not, it should still be a 5-yard penalty on the Lady Gophers. That'll move it to the other side of midfield. Let's see.
You hear Coach Trenton Ray on the sidelines trying to coach his team.
Gay over center. A little bit of a high snap gathered in easily. As Cornish goes deep, that pass is batted down. A nice defensive play by Matthews. Lee wants pass interference. I think it's just good defensive play.
Yeah, Cornish throwing it into traffic, but Matthews making a big play on defense here as the clock winds down in the third quarter. 5:23, Northridge 13, Hueytown 6.
I've noticed in all of the quarterbacks we've seen, they're not afraid to throw into coverage. They will launch it. Cornish may here. Far boundary, incomplete. That pass was intended for Banks again.
And that's what you want to do. You're kind of forced to do it in games like this, and you just hope you have a wide receiver who can jump up to the highest point and bring that ball down. But you're right, Matt. Every time you see a throw, it's always into coverage, and you just hope your player, your teammate, comes down with it.
All right, 4.5 remaining. Cornish back to throw. Throws underneath. That's Lee. She is flagged down immediately at the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 4th now. What are you doing here, Coach Chambers?
I'm going to throw it deep.
All right.
I like my quarterback. I like my weapons around me. You got Richie. You got Lee. So I throw it deep.
There you see the marker. Yeah, they need 13. Cornish. Movement of the Jags, believe it or not, it was Lee.
Yep. Lee moved, jumped on that
She's
one.
human.
It's going to push them back there. You know, Cornish trying to be that senior leader. Hey, shake it off. Let's go out there. I still have a feeling they just call a timeout. I heard Cornish timeout Northridge on this play.
So they'll go to their respective sidelines, and we'll go to our break here on Jeff Coed TV.
Welcome. We are Hueytown High.
And we're back. Jefferson County football, Jeffco Ed TV. And there is a discussion as to whether we know Northridge called a timeout, but now always bothers me when you come out of a timeout and you get a delay of game. It just doesn't seem to add up in my little book.
It doesn't. You would like to think coming off of a timeout that you have your play that you want ready to go.
Yeah. And whereas you were going to chunk it deep, they're going to punt it away.
Kind of change the field position there with the penalties.
It's going to roll, be fielded at the 4 one way, then the other. That is Matthews on the loose, up the near sideline. Zeros on the run. She's got cut back, and she may go all the way.
What a play here.
76 yards on the punt return.
This game is far from over. Look, she switches fields and just takes off down the sideline. Check out her speed. She's going to shift to the left and then go back right. No flag is pulled. You saw Richie trying to pull there right at the end, but Matthews 76 yards on that run for the touchdown. What a play by her, using her legs, and she was a big part of their previous touchdown that got them on the board with that long run. So Matthews getting it done with her legs here today.
Going for one of the Lady Golden Gophers. The snap back to McCarroll, who's normally at center. No, it's actually to Matthews. To the right of McCarroll. She launches into the end zone. That pass is caught. 2-point conversion. Lady Golden Gophers. And that'll tie it at 13-13. 3:23 remaining in the third quarter. We got a ball game. Wow, what a punt return.
That was pretty quick to see her just catch the ball, switch field. She saw all the defenders shifting to the right side of the field. She decided to take a quick second and goes to the left and just takes off downfield.
Well, she used her speed to get open right. Well, you're saying she reversed her field, but then she did a zig left, got one jag out of position, and then a great cut to head into the end zone. Cornish throws over the middle. That pass is tipped. It is picked off by Hueytown. Is that Woolen again? No, that's McKenna Lee. Touchdown, Gophers, back-to-back plays.
Let's take another look at that. Cornish, the ball's tipped by Madison Woolen, and then Lee is there who just runs it in for the touchdown. And Matt, just like that, the momentum has completely shifted for this Hueytown team.
They have scored 3 touchdowns here in the third quarter. They were down 13-0 at the half. And now it's 19-0. as I'm a tad confused by the placement of the cones, although they are now going to move them. That was interesting. Back down to the position where Hueytown will go for one. 19-13. And they will try and extend their lead to 7. McCarroll, the center, lines up in their conversion formation in the backfield. And you see Matthews looking at her wrist. And she will receive the snap. She rolls left, keeping, tries to stretch into the end zone. Did she get it? I'm waiting for an official call.
The way she celebrated, it looked like she did.
All right, we're going to have to back up here just a little bit. The Hueytown scoreboard went back to 13-13. So they may still be trying to score a touchdown. Maybe she didn't get into the end zone on the pick 6. Matthews rolls left, throws right, almost intercepted by Lee. So that must have been what happened. Because it's still, no, now they got 19-13. They're confusing me. Would you hammer on the wall right there to the left and go, hey, you're confusing Matt. It's easily done. So they don't complete the conversion as we kind of backtrack. And the score is now Hueytown 19, Northridge 13. That's what every scoreboard I can see has, with just under 3. So, Northridge, with the football in a very unusual position for this game, they trail. And again, we're trying to sort something out here.
This is the first time Northridge has trailed all evening.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Between their first game and now their second against Hueytown. So we'll see how they respond once they get this possession started.
Yeah, explanation to Coach Ray. To me, that looked like, hey, let's settle down a little bit. Cornish, handoff, inside. Running with the football out in front is Lee. And it looks like we're going to go back to the original line of scrimmage. So, Northridge, McGahee at center. They snap it. Cornish flips to Ritchie. Great defensive play. That's Lee again for Hueytown, and the Hueytown defense is taking it up a couple of notches here in the second half.
They sure are. McKenna Lee there, who had the interception for the pick 6 to go up 19-13, continuing to show her aggressiveness on defense, getting the flag there.
So there's Hornish, the senior quarterback, gets a quick bit of instruction from the sideline. Buckles the belt, so to speak, and drops back to pass. And she wants to throw D. Oh, what a pretty looking pass. Lee couldn't quite hang on to it. Nice spiral.
Adriana Daly kind of gets her hands tangled up there and knocks the ball loose to prevent the catch. Hueytown's defense coming up with another big play on second down.
Northridge to the line of scrimmage, not moving the football as they did in the first and second quarters. Hornish in, Ritchie to her right, clap, and then the snap. She wants to throw deep, and she throws the deep ball, and that is incomplete. That pass was intended for Lee. No, Bank, excuse me. Cornish wanted it. You got a flag on this one? I heard someone yell that ball was uncatchable. which made me think there might be a penalty on it. All right. Northridge with the ball on second down. And what appears to be 10 needed for the first down. Lee's in motion. Fake to her, then give to Richie. Richie might have gotten half a yard.
McKenna Lee there with the grab again. And very quick at that, pulling her flag to get the stop.
Lee and Woolen are a terrific pair of linebackers for the Lady Gophers. Cornish is getting instructions from Ware. And she'll bring them back to the huddle. Cornish in the pocket. Throws near sideline. In and out of the hands of Darnell. And she has been very sure-handed and has taken a couple of run the distance on a couple, but now more importantly, we've got a Jaguar down. Give her room, says Cornish.
You can hear through the cameras that she was complaining of her wrist. Looks like the two just collided and went down to the ground there. Hope she's okay.
Hey, not only do we have football on Friday night, we've got volleyball on Saturday morning. You can see the Jeff Coed Varsity Tournament on Jeff Coed TV. It starts Saturday morning at 9.
Busy weekend.
Yes, it is. Is it going to be a busy weekend for Christina Chambers?
Of course. High school football on Friday.
Yep.
Doesn't get much better than that in the fall. And then you guys will have volleyball on Saturday, full of a tournament that's all Jefferson County schools.
You know what we did last week? I say we. I was not in attendance, but I say it, we as a Jeff Coed TV team. They did bands. They had the bands were in competition this past weekend.
And I think that's amazing. You know, a lot of people, when you talk about a Friday night and you highlight so much of the football team, the band, the color guard, there's so much. Those members put so much work into those performances, and I love to see it.
Banks getting some water and walking off under her own steam, but they are paying attention to that left wrist, as you so astutely observed. You like the pigtails? It looks good.
You hope that's not a serious injury, but her wrist holding it. And that's the thing about, you know, any sport you play, they're always one play away from an injury. And unfortunate there that they collided there on that last play.
Well, you can see at the bottom right of your screen the big 4 on the down marker. It is 4th down, and they're going for it. Here comes Northridge. Cornish back to pass. She throws underneath. That play's only going to get about 5-6 yards. Nice play defensively by Daly. So turnover on downs, and that's given Hueytown a very short field. So, marking the line of scrimmage will be the 34-yard line. And back in a quarterback, that's Matthews, and she takes, fakes, now throws. Incomplete, I should say. It did whiz by.
Savannah Moore looking for that one mid-stride, and it looks like it just zipped past her.
I thought King, the defensive back, had a shot at it, but it was behind her as well. All righty. There's Matthews. Stops, throws across her body. That pass was closer to 4 defenders than it was to Bunkley.
Throwing into a lot of traffic, just trying to see if her wide receiver can pull it down. Unfortunately, that one thrown into the pile and
over the pile, actually.
over the pile.
So that'll bring up 3rd down. Birch, side snap, side center snap. Matthews rolls right. She's going to take it down and run. Nice cutback at the 30. She's to the 25. Ball is knocked loose. Going to be short of the 1st down, but it'll be 4th and pretty short.
You know, Coach talked about how he's still evaluating his quarterback.
Yeah. Well, I think she's got an extra series here. I think, hasn't she gone 3 in a row here? Of course, they're also winning.
She has, and a lot of it is because of what she's been able to do on the ground.
That is the end of the 3rd quarter. Who's the 4th going to belong to? Northridge or Hueytown? Right now, the Gophers have it 19-13.
Certainly we need more drivers, but we need folks more than that who want to make a difference.
It's the best job in the world. Bus drivers are doing a tremendous job in receiving kids each day with a smile, sending them home each day with a smile, making a difference in their lives.
Most bus drivers are there to invest in the children as well as to gain an investment for themselves. They were excited that you're interested in being a bus driver trainer. The potential is great about changing lives.
Back to action and in a hurry. Matthews keeps right side. And she'll move the sticks. Boy, they went from the 3rd quarter to the 4th quarter with the gas pedal through the floorboard.
Didn't take them long.
That'll be 1st down. Matthews looks. She wants to throw into the end zone, and she does. That pass is caught for a touchdown in the end zone. Coming up with it, that is Ingram. Her 1st touchdown of the evening.
Christina Ingram there. You have 2 players, Hueytown players, trying to go back and forth, but it's Ingram who was wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Hueytown extending its lead here early in the 4th.
It's 25-13, and it's 25 unanswered by the gals in purple, the Lady Golden Gophers. We still have a player down in the end zone. I cannot see the jersey, the color, nor the number. I think it is Hueytown, but we will check that and get back to you on the other side of the break here on Jefferson County TV. Here's a conversion. They're going for 1. Matthews rolls, throws it across her body, and we got a flag down. The pass was intended for, was Kennedy, the quarterback, in there? Yep. The starting quarterback just missed catching a 1-point conversion, but they're going to get another shot with pass interference. Start the clock, says the referee, and they'll line it up, try it all over again. Half the distance. Matthews rolls, lofts into the end zone. That is intercepted. What a diving catch she made. That's Lee. Who else? showing her athleticism once again. Check it out.
Matthews scrambles, and Lee just jumps up and pulls that one in.
Did she pull it in with one hand first?
Ball was kind of behind her, and she just jumped at the highest point, kind of behind her, and pulls it in. And, you know, that's one thing that Coach talked about with Lee is just her athleticism and what she's been able to do as a sophomore.
Look at Matthews, the quarterback, who has engineered the second half comeback. Meanwhile, Northridge now down 25-13. Cornish is back to play. She's going to throw over the middle. That pass is caught by Darnell. What nice hands she showed there. And she went out and got that. So it'll be second down. They need about a little less than 15. Quick snap. Cornish rolls. But she just flips it off her right hand to the deuce, who spins for 10, 12 more yards, and we have a very, very late flag.
We'll see what they call here. But Lee, when she gets the ball, she just takes off. Doesn't matter who she's running into, she's just going to take off downfield. Hueytown trying to pull her flags, finally get it done, but he waved off the flag there.
All right, good. But it is enough for the first down as they get inside Hueytown territory. Cornish checks her wrist. And she'll check the snap. Nobody to her right except the running back. She wants to throw, lobs over the middle, pass just overthrown. She's looking for Lee again. Cornish is going to check with Coach Ware.
Trying to figure out their next offensive plan.
Yeah, I think she needed to hurry in as the play clock was rolling. Quickly to the line of scrimmage go the Jags as we approach the 8-minute mark in the football game. As Hueytown has scored 25 unanswered. Darnell is in motion. She'll stop in the slot. Move up a little bit. Cornish back to pass. Rushed by Hueytown and sacked. Sacked for a 7-yard loss. And on the play, I'm going to guess it was, check down.
Amaya Davis there with the sack. A sophomore just putting the pressure on her, just going around and pulling her flag right there as she gets around a defender for the sack.
Yeah, she saw Cornish roll a little bit to her right, just made a beeline. Now that'll drop them back. They need close to 30 yards for first down on third down. So, Cornish. Pressure mounting against the Lady Jags out of Tuscaloosa County. Cornish rolls right. Oh, she is sacked. Crashing through there there she is again.
Amaya Davis, same kind of play, quick and speedy, just as soon as the ball is snapped, she's there.
Really good defensive calls by Ray. I mean, Northridge was 10 yards deep in there in the Hueytown side of the field. Now it's the opposite plus some. They're going to punt with 6:24 remaining. Line drive punt. That's going to roll, and Matthews is going to pick it back up at the 22. Goes one way, zigs, then zags. Now she's up the far boundary. She's to midfield and out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. 20-yard return for the sophomore, Natalia Matthews.
And you talk about her being a sophomore, and that's one thing that Coach Clancy, that was Northridge. You know, being a sophomore, that's one thing that Coach Trenton Ray had talked about. They have a lot of experience coming back. They only had 2 seniors last year, but the team was pretty young. So now you have sophomores and juniors who are really carrying this team. And he says it's been amazing to see them just progress from when they had their kind of fall camp, mini camp, and to now. Even though their first game was tonight, he's seen a huge improvement from game 1 to game 2.
Well, we've seen a huge improvement in our offense first half to second half. There's Matthews. Back to pass. She's going to launch it deep, looking just short of the end zone. That pass was intended for Swales, incomplete. And there you see 11, who is your starting quarterback. That's Chloe Kennedy, but she's now in as a receiver. Matthews dancing again. On the run. Throwing incomplete. She was looking for Birch. Incomplete. Clock stops, 4:53. And time is getting very critical to the Lady Jaguars of Northridge. Wow, she really cranks it up, does Matthews, and overthrows her intended receiver. She was looking for Chloe Jones, the freshman, and there you see the deuce in white. That's Lee on the coverage.
Yeah, you can kind of tell the wear of the back-to-back games, or, you know, the first game and now really getting to Matthews, but she's put on a show with her legs here in the second half. Couldn't find anyone on that play, and Northridge takes over, but now it's time for her to get on defense and try there.
Yeah, she's everywhere. Ritchie on the handoff. She darts through, flag pulled after a pickup of 5. There's Ritchie getting her flags back from Darnell. And the clock will roll. Coming up on 4 minutes. Play clock starts. Banks in motion. You see her dancing around the bottom of your screen on Jeff Coed TV. The clap and the snap. Hornish throws. That pass is incomplete. She was looking for the dancing Banks.
Jemiah Banks there, just a freshman. Learning the game as she goes, which has been super impressive for Coach Bryant.
Northridge with senior quarterback Cornish. Wanted to throw, and under pressure, she throws. That pass intended for Darnell. I think it's just a little high and left. That'll bring up 4th down and more pressure on the Lady Jaguars.
Seeing them try to huddle, trying to Cornish using her senior leadership here on this 4th down. Critical play here as the clock winds down closer to 3 minutes.
Cornish pretty much gone the distance, taking snaps. There's she back to pass. She's got good protection. She launches deep. She had Darnell open, left shoulder, right shoulder. It went right. Incomplete.
What a throw there, though, for Cornish, launching it down the field. Wide open player, just couldn't get it the right angle to her for the catch. But a good effort there by this Northridge offense.
So a turnover on downs. And Hueytown, I don't know how conservative you get in flag football, but I imagine they would just try and run a lot of clock here. Matthews still at quarterback. The pitch. Carry, that's Davis? Davis on the carry, listed as a lineman. She had a little speed, though. That'll bring up second down. She picked up about 5. Matthews rolls left, throws right. Looking into the end zone. Oh, through the extended hands of Savannah Moore. That's a tough catch. That's so hard.
Such a tough catch, but what a throw there by Matthews to just drop back and launch it. Beautiful spiral through the hands of Savannah Moore. You could tell she was frustrated with that one. Wish she could have that one back.
Matthews with the proverbial dropping of the dime. Let's see what she does here. She's throwing deep. Again into the end zone. This time it is complete to Bunkley. Touchdown, Lady Gophers.
What a throw. She missed it that time, but this time she gets it. Bunkley with the catch and just scoots on in. Kind of maneuvers right there before she goes out of bounds for the touchdown. Hueytown adding to its lead here late in the fourth.
Yeah, they've got it up 31-13. Christina, they scored 31 unanswered. Let's see if it's 32. Matthews is going to keep it. She's going to make it. That'll make it 32-13. Matthews gets the game ball for the second half. And she has played great, running and throwing the football.
The adjustments they made at the half, Matthews really getting it done with her legs scrambling, and you saw it there on that play to launch it downfield. Definitely a tale of two halves for this Hueytown offense here tonight.
They had scored in the first half. They didn't score in the first 2 quarters. And now they've hung 32. Impressive. Trent Ray's Gophers came storming back. Northridge, 2:07 remaining. Just trying to get on the board, get some playing time. Cornish, back to pass, backside rush. On the run, she's going to throw deep. That pass is bobbled but caught by Darnell. She spins around, gets a couple of more yards before the flag is pulled right there in midfield. There's a big cheer, as you can see, from the Gophers.
Yeah, if a team leads by 17 points after the 2-minute timeout in the fourth quarter, the game is terminated, and that's what you're seeing here. Hueytown 32, Northridge 13, your final here in Game 3.
Wow, way to call it on your part. Under 2, it's 32-13, Hueytown wins it. Well, I'm all for these 3-team round robins. I really enjoyed it. And to be very, very honest with you, I learned a lot about high school. And I knew some coming in, not as much as you. You've been doing sidelines. But I really liked the game. I really liked a few of the players, particularly Lee, even though she came up in the short end of the second game. But she's a great player. I saw a lot of talent, enthusiasm, and would like to see us do it again.
Yeah, for sure. Lee really the highlight of the Northridge team, but we got to give it to Matthews from Hueytown in the second half, getting it done with her legs and through the air to get this win. Hueytown hadn't played a game. Now they're 2-0.
They're 2-0, and it was a great round robin. I enjoyed it. We're going to do this again, Christine, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So there you have it. 3 games. Hueytown wins 2 of them. All right, here. And we'll see you Friday night on Jeff Coed TV.